Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the King Fan Man, and this is the KingCast, the place where we talk all things Bethesda, the news of the week. And man, we've got some news this week to talk about. You know, when I started going over what I was going to talk about today, first of all, I was going to have a special guest this week, and that turned out and didn't happen. And normally I don't have to have as much to talk about when I have somebody else because these podcasts go so quick anyway. And when you got two people talking, uh, you don't have to have as much stuff. But just with the news and what was going on, I didn't think there was that much. And man, I started looking and we have a lot to talk about. So I hope we get through it all. We're going to talk about Deathloop. Of course, it is coming out in 3 days. It comes out on Tuesday, and I've got quite a bit to talk about Deathloop with you. I know not all of you are interested in Deathloop, but bear with me. There's some things I'd like to talk to you about that. Also, there was a big leak this week about Redfall, the other Arcane game. We're going to talk about that. Ghostwire Tokyo came out with a new trailer this week. It looked pretty cool. We'll talk about that as well. A little bit more information about a possible Fallout remaster. We've talked about that a few times, but we're going to bring that back up again. Some more Starfield information we're going to talk about. And then, of course, Fallout 76. The new update came out, and we're going to talk about not only that and some things that came with that, but some upcoming things with Fallout 76. All of that, your questions, your comments, and more right here on the KingCast. So it is good to see everybody, and we already have a full slate of commenters already up, and hopefully there'll be a lot more people jump in here in just a minute. I see DeMarco dude. Hey, buddy, good to see you, man. And I see my lovely wife, the Mississippi Queen. How are you doing? Vampire Sage, good to see you, man. Hadn't seen you in a little while. Nukem, good to see you. Tamar, good to see you, buddy. John, let's see, Allison Trey and Dane. I think that was everybody. If I missed you, pardon me, but thank y'all all for being here early and on time. Y'all hit that like button. Thank y'all for being here. And I know there's probably others that haven't commented as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Renrut, what's going on? Again, all of those subjects we're going to talk about. And of course, this is a subscriber driven podcast. So anything that you want to talk about as well in the land of gaming, or if it's Elvis or something I like about, we'll talk about it too. Fishing, car racing, anything like that. I want to start though with Deathloop. Deathloop is coming out in 3 days, and I don't know if you guys are interested in it or not. I'm going to get it. And by the way, honey, I have to break it to you. I need $80 to buy a game. Yes, it's $79 for the PC version of Deathloop. And no, they're not going to give it to me. Uh, Probably because I didn't write and ask for it. They might have given it to me if I'd have wrote and asked for it, but I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to review it for my channel, and I want to play it. But anyway, I've been looking into it a little bit more. Yes, it is $79 through Bethesda. Through Bethesda. Now, I'm sure you might be able to get it in stores, maybe a little bit cheaper, but if you get it through the Bethesda launcher for PC, I just looked it up, and to pre-order it, it is $79.99. And I thought, whoa, yeah, that was crazy. So my wife says we don't have $80 right now. So if y'all want me to review, DeMarco says it's $60 on Steam. Yeah, I figured it would be cheaper in other places. So if y'all want me to review Deathloop, the super chats down there. 80 is for the deluxe. Okay, that was all they were offering on maybe there was another price on down that I didn't look. Anyway, but I've been looking into this game. And by the way, DeMarco dude, I watched your video. He's got an excellent video on Deathloop. Y'all please go check DeMarco dude's channel out and this video out. If you are interested in Deathloop at all, or if you're wondering about Deathloop at all, go check out DeMarco dude's video. He does an in-depth video on Deathloop and does a fantastic job, and it deserves a lot more views than it's getting, because I know how much work he put into that. So y'all please go check it out after the KingCast, though. Y'all just wait, but make a mental note or go over there real quick and like it, and then you can come back. But definitely go check it out. But let me just tell you a little bit about this game, some things that I'm liking about it, why I want to try it, why I want to review it for the channel. First of all, I want to review it for y'all, so that y'all can see it and know if you might like it for yourself. But yes, it is a 1 year exclusive to PlayStation and PC. You can get it on PC, so it's not just on PlayStation, but it's only a 1 year exclusive. So after 1 year, um, you can get it on Xbox. So it's a little bit better than what Starfield's going to be. Oh, you're welcome, DeMarco, dude. You deserve it. That was a great video. But if you've tried Dishonored or Prey or one of them games, then you're really going to like this game, because it definitely has that feel to it, that look to it, but yet it's still a little bit different. It has a James Bond feel to me. It has that look. It has that quality to it. But here are some neat things that I took from Deathloop. Number one, uh, you can play co-op or multiplayer, but this is how you can do it. You can play single player, but you can decide to turn on the co-op or multiplayer feature. And what happens is, well, I have to tell you a little bit of the game to explain this. You're playing as Colt, the main character, and you're, of course, caught in a death loop, in a time loop. And what you have to do is kill these 8 people within this time period, or the day resets back over again. And one of those 8 people is Julian. Is that her name? I got to look at my notes. Uh, yeah, Julian Blake. She's the main one. She's like the main one at the end. Well, what you can do is you can turn on the option to have somebody else play her. So you can either have one of your friends play her, or you can just have some random person on the internet play her, which is so cool, because it's a lot tougher playing somebody than just an AI. So I think that is so cool. That makes it so neat and so challenging. Once you get a little bit good at the game, you can turn uh, that feature on. That is so cool. Uh, what kind of game is it? Is it a first-person shooter? Um, Not really. It's more of a murder mystery puzzle game, but it does have first person shooter aspects. So it just looks like a really, really, really cool game. Uh, the other thing that stuck out to me is, and the reason I say it's a puzzle game, not that you're going to actually be doing puzzles, but you have to watch certain things. There's of course different times of the day. You've got morning, day, and night. You've got 3 distinct time periods, and there you'll be going through the game, and certain times of the day a door will be open, and other times it will be locked, or things like that. And you have to watch when a certain character unlocks the door. It's really, really cool. So it's like unlocking a mystery, or solving a mystery. So I'm going to really enjoy it. I really am. Again, that comes out Tuesday, September the 14th. 3 days. You can play single player, or, as I said, really a co-op. So if you're interested in a James Bond type murder mystery puzzle shooter, and you liked Dishonored or Prey, then I think you're going to love Deathloop. And of course, that comes from, there's 4 periods. Excuse me, DeMarco, dude. Which one am I missing? You've got morning. I guess there's 2 during the day then, or there's morning, daytime, evening, and night. Is that it? Maybe that's what I did. Let's see. Zonder Bunny says, "Hey, Zonder Bunny. Hey, James. What's going on?" Alice and Trey, did the Razorbacks win today? The Vols lost. Oh no, and Georgia's beating their high school team. The Razorbacks play immediately. I'm glad you brought that up. The Razorbacks play immediately after this podcast. They play at 6 o'clock Central Time. They play the Texas Longhorns. All you people from Texas, look away right now. They play the Texas Longhorns at 6 o'clock in Fayetteville. And of course, Texas is ranked, Arkansas is not. So it's going to be a big game. It used to be a big rivalry back when Arkansas was in the Southwestern Conference. So, and yes, I'm old enough to remember that. So they haven't played yet. I'm sorry about Tennessee losing, Lisa. And so Woo Pig Suey. Hey, let's see. Timmy says, "Hey, Timmy, what's going on? Good to see you." Zonder Bunny says, "Deathloop looks like it will be interesting. Want to see what the reviews are like. That's why I'm going to review it for you. If my wife will let me spend $80 or if I get some super chats, maybe." Let's see. Crazy Lou says, "Might buy it, but I'll wait for the reviews first." Yes. Alice says, "I'm interested in watching you play Deathloop." That's another thing I do want to do some live streams of it so y'all can see it. And again, DeMarco dude, what was the 4 periods? It's morning, daytime, evening, and night. Is that what it is? Hey, Darren, what's going on? He says, "Hey, King, how are you doing today? Made it to live for a change. How are the family doing? Have you played much more on Worlds?" I've played a lot on the Worlds. I've made 2 worlds so far, and I'm working on the third. By the way, we're going to talk about worlds in just a little bit. You can have 3 as a Fallout first player. You can have 3 and keep 3. The third one I'm making is going to be something that I make especially for a live stream, and I'm hoping I can round up 8 players so that we can do something really special on a live stream pretty soon. So it's going to be kind of a hard, intense thing, but yeah, I'm enjoying Worlds, and again, we're going to talk about it in just a little bit. Y'all remember, it's just beginning with Worlds. They're just starting out on Worlds. So again, that's Deathloop. I hope to be getting it soon if we can get the money, and I'll be playing that for y'all. I'll be doing some live streams, and I will definitely do a review, good Lord willing. Now, the other Arcane game called Redfall, don't know how much y'all have heard about this. Now, it's not coming out until the summer of 2020, but there was a big leak. You may have heard. My friend Skolzy put out, I believe just today, he put out a video on a leak of a game tester that leaked something about this game. And it goes along with the trailer and everything else. Most of this we knew, but this is what, 2022. I'm sorry, Nukem. Did I say 2020? You know what I mean. Y'all have watched me long enough to know what I mean. Bless your hearts. The leaker of Redfall, again, take this stuff with a grain of salt. And Redfall is the game about vampires and all that. If you haven't seen the trailer, you need to watch it. It looks very neat. The leaker said it plays similar to Borderlands or Left 4 Dead. It has an open world or several districts that are open. You can play solo or co-op, again, much like Deathloop. So again, that goes along. This is Arcane that did this as well. There are 4 to 6. There's some discrepancies here. There were 4 players in the trailer, but this person that actually has played the game says there's 4 to 6 playable characters, and each has a unique ability all their own. And you can either play stealth or as a tank, guns blazing. And the map size of Redfall is very similar to Fallout 76. And remember, Fallout 76 up to this point is the biggest map that Bethesda had put out. So all those are very interesting. I was very interested in Redfall anyway, but it's a little further out there. I just wanted to give you that information. All right. Again, I've got some more information about Fallout remasters and Starfield, but I want to jump into Fallout 76. I know a lot of y'all are here for that, so let's go there next. I'm not going to make y'all wait. After I drink my sweet tea from Dave's Burgers in Arkansas. Sonic never gave me a sponsorship, so I guess I'm going to go away from Sonic. Right now, going on right now, double XP, if you did not know, double XP and double score is going on in Fallout 76. You can zoom up that scoreboard right now. And you may have heard that they put off the new season, but they fixed it real quick, and you can work on the new season right now. I'm already level, 20 something already into the new season. So if you're not playing Fallout 76 after the podcast and after you cheer on the Razorbacks, y'all please cheer on the Razorbacks. They need all the help they can get. They're on ESPN right after the podcast. And remember, it's Woo Pig Suey. Okay, y'all got it. Oh, Trey, thank you so much. $20 super chat for Deathloop. The first Deathloop super chat. All right. Let's see. 20, 40, 60. And DeMarco dude said it's 60 on Steam, it's 80 on Bethesda, so I either just need 2 more or 3 more. Thank you so much. Maybe my queen will let me get it if I get 2 more super chats just like that. Yay! Thank you so much. So double XP right now, it goes through the 13th. So y'all remember that. Of course, that's Monday. Monday at noon, it will go off. So double XP and double score. So get those challenges done every day. Plus, play for XP because that makes your XP meter keep going, and that will keep leveling you up even after you've done your daily challenges. You'll just keep going up. Remember, do radiation rumble, guided meditation. Do those anytime you see them pop up. Another thing I want to remind you, of course, nuclear winter has gone away, but you can still earn nuclear winter prizes. Even though I keep trying and I haven't done it yet. One of the weekly challenges is to do Scorched Earth, which is to take out the Queen. That is one of the ways that you can earn nuclear winter prizes is through Scorched Earth. Another way is through the Earl event, and I can't remember what that one is called, but it's where you go and battle Earl in the cave. Another way is the fake sheep squatch. I can't remember what that one's called either. And then the other one is Project Paradise. I've done Project Paradise 3 times now. I've done it twice on my own. Still hadn't got a nuclear winter item, but those are the ones that are always there that you can do and have a possibility to get nuclear winter rewards. If you're like me, you don't have many nuclear winter rewards, if any. So if you want some of those nuclear winter rewards, that's how you can get them. Plus, also seasonal events will give them to you as well, like the spooky Scorch that are coming up in Halloween. The Treasure Hunter event, by the way, is coming up. The Treasure Hunter event, when is the Treasure Hunter event coming up? I know I wrote it down somewhere. Where did I put it? September the 16th through the 20th. So the Treasure Hunter event will have a chance to have nuclear winter rewards as well. The Halloween event that is coming October the 19th through November the 2nd, you'll have a chance to get those nuclear winter rewards as well. So there's a lot of ways you can get those nuclear winter rewards. So that is good. Real quickly, things that are coming up in Fallout 76, things you may know of, just want to remind you of. Uh, After this double XP and double score ends on Monday, the next thing that starts the very next day on the, well, actually, it's already started. Excuse me. It started the 9th. Minerva's big sale. It goes from the 9th to the 13th. So it's already going on. I need to look for Minerva. So if you want to look for deals on gold bullion, on things you can buy with gold bullion, do it right now. Minerva's big sale is going on as well. Gosh. Then, like I said, after that event, the treasure hunter event is next, September 16th through the 20th. And then on the schedule, and I don't know if they've changed this. Y'all tell me in the comments if you've heard that they have, but we are scheduled to have yet another double XP event, the September the 23rd through the 27th. So I don't know if we're going to have another one or not. I know they gave us this one because there was a mess up. So we may yet have that other one. Now, another thing that is really cool, and some of you may not know this yet, they have mentioned that Vault 51 is now open to explore. If you have not done that yet, and I will try not to give much away here, if you have not done that, do it, because for a couple of reasons. There's a lot to explore in Vault 51. There's a lot more than you saw just when you went in there with Nuclear Winter. There's a lot of lore to learn when you go into Vault 51. Plus, there is some unique enemies. How's that? I'll just leave it at that. There are some unique enemies that you will face in Vault 51 as well. So go to Vault 51 if you want to know how to get in. Go up to the door. There's a red wire. Just follow the red wire to the truck trailer, and there's a button inside the truck trailer that you can push to actually open the vault door. So it is really cool inside of Vault 51. DeMarco, dude, bless your heart. Thank you so much. Back to the Deathloop fun. Yes, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And I want to say again, especially since he did that, I want to encourage y'all to go check out DeMarco Dude's channel and his latest video. And I've got to find your channel, and I'm going to give a link here to it. Y'all give me just a second. Jen Tugo or Vault Girl's not here right now, so I am my own. There is DeMarco Dude's channel. So y'all make sure you subscribe to DeMarco Dude, and that way y'all can check out his Deathloop video right after the podcast today. That is his new YouTube channel. Y'all check him out. Dale says Minerva is at the crater right now. And if you've never seen her or found her at the crater, it's very easy to find her. If you fast travel into the crater, or when you fast travel into the crater, don't move, just turn to your left and she'll be right there. You just walk straight and she'll be right there. You fast travel, you're in the tunnel of the space station, and you turn left and she's just right there outside the tunnel. So DeMar says Vault 51 was fun to explore and was the only thing that interested me in the latest update. Yeah, Vault 51 was really, really cool. Another thing, however, by the way, about the new update that y'all may not know, and Bethesda does this every single time, y'all. There are a lot of unmarked, I'll say a lot, there are some unmarked locations that Bethesda has added to the world that they didn't tell us about. So be sure and explore the map a little bit. There is a cultist spot very close to Vault 51 now that is unmarked. It's not on the map. It's between Vault 51 and the paved road. There's a new unmarked cultist spot. But Bethesda always does that. They always add stuff without telling us when they put in these updates. So when you read the patch notes, just know that's not everything they put into the game. They're always changing stuff, always, and leaving us little things to find on our own. Uh, I'm anxious. I didn't have time to go check. I want to go check. I wanted to before I did uh, came on here, but I want to go check at the Metal Dome to see if anything's changed. I know we've got that event that's coming up. I did a video on the Metal Dome, you know, where the Raiders have the place where we're going to fight the robots. So they're building that dome and they're going to enclose the whole thing. I want to see if they've done any more enclosure on it. Has anybody gone and checked the Metal Dome since the update? Thank you, James. There's another 20. I'm getting there. He says, King, on September 11th, thank you for your service as law enforcement. Oh, bless your heart. Pastor and the best YouTuber out there. Never forget September 11th, 2001. Since you brought it up, James, and this is that day, if y'all don't mind, I will just tell you a little story of where I was on September the 11th, 2001. I was actually a sergeant with the Hot Spring County Sheriff's Department, and I was off that day. But as soon as the chaos started in New York, I was called in, and the first thing I was called to, we have big nuclear power plant down there, and there was a bomb scare. There was a bomb threat that was there. Well, I probably can't say that on YouTube. Anyway, that was the first thing I had to suit up and go to on September the 11th. But and that was, gosh, that was like at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get off work until the next morning. I worked all through the night with all kinds of stuff, and it wasn't even supposed to be my work day. So yeah, that was even in Arkansas, that was a wild day. I remember breaking up fights at gas stations just for people trying to get gas. Yep. Mississippi Queen says, I will never forget strapping your vest on you that day, kissing you for what I wasn't sure might be your very last time. Oh, bless your heart. I told you I'd come back, honey, and I did. The good Lord watched over me. Thank you, James, for that. And yes, we do need to, y'all pray for those that put their lives on the line. I have a special place in my heart for those that protect us. Are there some bad ones out there? Yes. There's bad people in all fields, but there's some very good ones that literally would risk their life for you and me, and they do every day. So thank you, James, very much. Baby, that is now $45 toward my $80. You're going to have to get me the game now. You're going to have to give me the game. Jeremy says, I was at the Navy National Hospital in Bethesda, Maryland. Oh, wow. DeMar says, I was in my first week in college on Long Island, so technically 30 miles away. My father was driving me to class that morning, and all traffic stopped. I bet. That was a wild day. It's kind of hard to segue back into gaming after that, but y'all be on the lookout for those unmarked locations because they are on the map. And let me know, has anybody looked at the Metal Dome? That was the question I asked. I'm going to go look at it right after we get off the podcast before the Razorback game. I'm going to go look at it. Another thing going on right now, and I have really enjoyed this, is the double mutations in daily ops. And you talk about a way you can rack up XP and legendary cores and script and all of that um, is the daily ops right now. I don't know if y'all have tried the double mutations. They're not that much harder. They are harder, but they're still very, very doable. And by the way, there's the new places are great. Uncanny Caverns, the biodome there at I just went blank. Y'all know. Uh, I can see it. The biodome at underneath. Anyway, and Watauga High School. And remember, the communists are also the. Yeah, I'm getting 6,000 XP times two. Isn't that awesome? That's some awesome XP. You're getting double the legendary cores. You're getting double the like you said, double the XP, double the script. It's all great. Plus, I'm getting pretty good. Arctos Pharma, thank you, John. I knew I had some saviors here waiting to tell me. Yeah, the biodome, which is really neat to do. I've been doing a lot in Arctos Pharma because I've been doing that event too, trying to get those nuclear winter rewards. Uh, I did the Watauga High School yesterday. It was really fun. Was really fun. Also, remember there's new rewards in Daily Ops right now. I got one of them last night. I got that Skull Lord helmet, the one with the barbed wire. I made the joke I always wanted to wear barbed wire on my head, but it is really cool looking. But there's some other new rewards too. There's the Arctic Marine armor. There's the Soul Survivor lever action. Plus, they teased that there is more new loot too. So I don't know what else is new in the daily ops rewards, but we at least know those three things are new. Well, the one is a whole set of armor, and the other is two pieces. You've got the outfit, and then the helmet, and then the gun. So quite a bit of new loot coming through daily ops. And when I have a good team, daily ops is so much fun. And by the way, I want to gripe for just a minute. I say by the way a lot, but I do want to gripe for just a minute. Uh, I've been playing on public server a little bit more, trying to come back and be socializing a little bit. Like the other day, I dropped a nuke by myself and then let everybody come and help me kill the queen because Scorched Earth was one of the weekly challenges. So I thought, well, I'm gonna drop a nuke on the main Fisher site, and then we can all kill the queen. Then after I did that, and I've done this several times and had no problem with it at all. I always make me a daily ops team. I'll just be the leader of a daily ops team, and I'll wait until at least 3 people are in the team, and then I'll go join daily ops. And normally, since I'm the leader, everybody will wait until I get in there, and then we'll go do it, and uh, everything works out. Well, the day I'm talking about, this guy joined daily ops, and he was only like level 120, and I looked down, and I mean he had just joined. It was just me and him, and he had just joined. It wasn't 18 seconds after he had joined, and I looked, and he's already in daily ops. And I'm like, what's he doing in daily ops? I'm waiting on 3 or 4 people. So I go into daily ops, and in the starting area, he's already gone. He's already gone doing stuff. He didn't even wait on me at the start. And I'm like, this crazy person. And because of that, I didn't get the first place. I only got second place. So there was my rant for the day. So if you join somebody else's team and they're the leader, wait on them. That's just my little rant. So somebody was talking about that. That was the Vault 51 was the only good thing out of this last update. there's really more good than you think about. The daily ops changes are great. The Vault 51 thing is great. There's new rewards that have been added, not just to uh, daily ops, but there's going to be new rewards added to the treasure hunter that's coming up in a week. All the nuclear winter rewards have been added. New unmarked locations have been added. There's been quite a bit that was added through this, other than just the worlds. And let me say again, and I need to pound this: the worlds are just starting, okay? And they say this every time, and they said it again on the last trailer with the Lone Vault Wanderer saying it. All that they're doing right now with worlds is a big test. That's all they're doing. And the reason that your play does not count, in other words, that what you do in worlds doesn't count on adventure, is because they're doing it as safely as possible. And I said this, I think, the last time we had the Kingcast was, just think of it as using mods on Fallout 4. You remember, and I'm sure if you've ever used mods enough, you've had it where you've corrupted a playthrough, and that is so frustrating. If you had a good playthrough going and you add some mods and you can't get that playthrough back. I mean, it's heartbreaking. You lose your legendary weapons, you lose all the progress you made, you lose everything. That's what they're trying to avoid, okay? So they're starting as safely as possible. Yes, people are going to gripe that people's progress doesn't hold over, but what would people gripe more about? That their progress doesn't hold over, or if the world's corrupted people's builds? Think about it. Think about if people lost whole characters. I mean, the game's almost 3 years old now. We're going on the third year. Can you imagine people losing all of that? I cannot imagine me losing my character now, all of my weapons, all of my progress. I'm almost level 800. I cannot imagine that all over a world where I change some settings. So what they're doing is, again, it's just a big test. They did it in the public test server. Now they're doing it with everybody. And they're going to keep adding, 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 adding. And eventually they're going to make it, I believe it 100%, where your progress will carry over in with some things. Again, there's some things you're not going to be able to change, like you're not going to be able to have infinite ammo and things like that. Things that give you a distinct advantage, you're not going to be able to maintain your uh, momentum in the game. But other things you will. So I hope that explains it. I hope you understand. Right now, it's just a big test. That's why I said, right when this came out, just enjoy it right now. Have it just to play around with sometime. That's really what it is, and they need to see how it's working. So let's see. It's great. I go full nuclear. Let's see. Damar says, I meant the vault was good for me. I'm not that into hunting legendaries, daily ops, or even camp building, mainly exploring and questing. Nuka says 435. I don't know what that's the answer to. I probably asked something. Yeah, worlds should never affect normal adventure. I don't understand why it would. John says, I would like to see a version of Nuclear Winter added to worlds so that I could host my own PvP fun. You know, they kind of have one that is really PvP, or really the old survivor mode that they had, that's PvP is on all the time. So I think that's what it's going to be. But yeah, I wish they would bring literally Nuclear Winter back for a monthly mode. I think that's a great idea. As many people as liked Nuclear Winter, why don't they make that Nuclear Winter a monthly mode in Worlds? That would be perfect. So every once in a while, nuclear winter comes back. I think that's a great idea. I think that's a fabulous idea. Hey, Gentugo, what's going on? Demar says, I'm looking forward to when I can make a few more customizations to a private world. Me too. Yeah, I cannot wait until I can change my private world that matters, where I can, change uh again, not the things that give me an advantage, but whether it's the weather or things like that. They need to allow more players on private worlds. I agree 100%, Jeremy. Why can we have 25 people in a normal world, but only 8 in a private world? Explain that to me. Somebody really explain that to me. Is there a reason? And there may be one. Again, I'm not a game developer. I don't know if a private world is harder to maintain than a public world, but why can you have 25 on a public world, but only 8 on a private world? That's really strange. John says they could have carryover. The amount of times you spend in worlds will generate XP and adventure and maybe some rewards when you hit 10 hours, 50 hours, etc. I agree. Absolutely. I agree. Um, Again, y'all remember that the treasure hunter event is coming up September the 16th. There are going to be new rewards when the treasure hunter event comes up. And again, has anybody heard if they are still sticking with another double XP event coming up on the 23rd? I cannot believe it if they are. The other Jeremy says, hello, King. Hope everyone is well. 76 is getting better. Custom Worlds is fun. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. We'll get back to Fallout 76 in just a minute. We are flying through this podcast. Um, I want to talk about Fallout remasters again. Uh, we talked about Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas being remade. I want to talk about Fallout 4 now. Uh, I believe that's probably where we may be going first. And uh, there's kind of rumors flying around. Cannot confirm it, guys, but it's kind of like we talked about, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's kind of rumors going around and whispers going around that Fallout 4 remaster, kind of like we've got the Skyrim remaster, the Skyrim special edition, uh, is already in the works. And if it is, I'm going to be very excited. Now, what that probably means is they are bringing Fallout 4 into the new generation. They're bringing it up to the Xbox X. I would hope they would go ahead and bring it up to the PS5. I will hope they wouldn't make that exclusive, but who knows with Microsoft now, okay? The Fallout 4 Overseers Edition, that would be great. And I would expect them to do something like they did with Skyrim. I would expect them to add the Creation Club stuff. And there's a lot of Creation Club stuff with Fallout 4, just like there was with Skyrim. So, when they might do this, I don't know. Could it be, around the launch of the Fallout TV show? Could it be coming up on an anniversary of Fallout? That would probably be more likely. Could it be around E3 that they announce it and say, hey, it's ready tonight? I don't know. But it appears that they may already be working on this. They may, guys, already have it done, because remember what they did. The very first thing they did when they were working on Fallout 4, before they did anything with Fallout 4, was they ported Skyrim into the new generation. That's what they did. Uh, they wanted to see how their stuff worked in the new engine. So maybe when they did Starfield, the first thing they did was took Fallout 4 and put it over into the new stuff. I don't know. But I do know this, having Fallout 4 would be a lot less work than Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. Hey, Kane, what's going on? So, also, y'all may have heard that there is a Fallout London mod team. Did y'all hear about this? A big project that's been going on for quite some time, and Bethesda has hired the lead of the Fallout London project to come to Bethesda. Now, what's strange about this is, and I just really want to sit back and think for a minute. Yeah, people will blast Bethesda for releasing a remaster. I'm not going to, and I don't think anybody on here will. I think we're going to be excited. I'll be excited and buy it. Uh, Gosh, how many editions of Skyrim have I bought? The question has to be asked: what did Bethesda hire this London mod developer for? Because it specifically said to develop quests. Well, are are they going to work on Fallout 76, or are they working on a remaster? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Again, there's also rumors of another Bethesda studio out there that is just working on remakes or remasters. So a lot of rumors. All this is speculation. Take it with a grain of salt. Again, it's just these whispers going around. I want to make you aware of. Jim says, "Hey King, remake New Vegas already." Boy, yes, I would love to. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about New Vegas and Fallout 3 and what it would take, and us longing for it. But what I'm saying today is, sadly, it would be much easier, much more cost efficient, and thus probably much more likely for them to remaster Fallout 4. And again, y'all remember the difference between remaking and remastering. Uh, they wouldn't have to remake Fallout 4. They would just have to remaster it. So Darren says the London mod looked amazing. Yes, and of course that's why they hired this person away from that. Uh, but I do wonder. I want to see. I want to see if this person winds up in Austin working on Fallout 76, or is this person working on a new Fallout or a remaster? That's really it's really got me wondering. Really got me wondering. Oh, by the way, did y'all see? We're running close to time here. Did y'all see the new Ghostwire Tokyo trailer? This is another game, another Bethesda game that is coming out in 2022, probably the fall of 2022. Uh, it kind of gave me Slenderman vibes. Did y'all see it? It looked really cool, but of course, it is from the makers of those that made The Evil Within. Is it The Evil Within? Uh, yeah, Ghostwire looked really good. Jim said it looked really good. Kane says, I think that person is working on quest design for 76. That would be great with me too. I would like that. And of course, now that Jeff is gone, they need more people to step in and work on 76. And some fresh blood working on 76 would be great. If you haven't seen the Ghostwire Tokyo trailer, do yourself a favor and after the podcast, go check it out. I think you would like it. They would fit with the 76 expeditions. Yeah, working on the pit. That would be great. I hope those are going to be really good. Really good. As far as Starfield goes, of course, I'm sorry. As far as Starfield goes, remember we got the cities not too long ago. We also got some news. I think Scalzi was talking about, and we already knew this a little bit anyway, about the ships. We're going to be able to customize our own ships. And of course, we knew that the settlement building was going to be in Starfield some way. And I don't think that's the only way settlement building is going to be in there. We're probably going to be able to build our own settlements as well on the planets. Who knows? We're going to be able to probably build a house on each planet we're on. But how neat is that going to be? I can't wait to learn more on Starfield. But just to remind you about Starfield, go over to their Twitter page and find that Constellation group and join that, because there will be more information coming. They were the ones that released the pictures and the videos on those cities. New Atlantis, I can't remember them now. I can see them all. But I believe they will be releasing more information between now and E3. And I can't wait. I can't wait to learn more. Okay, guys, we are 10 minutes away from the end. So it's time for your questions. When does the pit start? It is the fall of next year. We're literally a year away. We're literally a year away, sadly. I hope they scoot that up a little bit, but that's what we were told last. We were kind of given a tentative date. We were never told exactly, but yeah, we're looking next year. You know, now that COVID is not such a thing, I hope we get a more aggressive roadmap for 2022. And what I mean by that, 2021 roadmap really wasn't that much if you think about it. I mean, we got Steel Dawn, Steel Rain, which was good, but Locked and Loaded wasn't that much. Fallout Worlds is not that much as far as, I mean, it's not anything questy at all. And there's really nothing left other than the this year, other than the Halloween event, the Alien event, and the Cultist event, and possibly that Test Your Metal event. So those are just events. We don't have a big. We need Robot Wars in '76. Well, we're going to have the Jeremy. We're going to have the Test Your Metal that's at the Metal Dome. So we're going to be fighting robots. I hope that evolves into us making our own robots eventually, where we can battle robot against robot. That would be neat. That's just me thinking, because that's what happened in Fallout 4. I would like that. Damar says, wait, when did they give a time frame for the pit besides 2022? That's just what Jeff Garner said in an interview. He never said it. It was just a tentative event time. Darren, alien event. Yes, where have you been? Yes, there is an alien invasion coming to Fallout 76 this winter. Yes, I can't wait. We don't know nothing about it. I don't know if it's going to be our Christmas event or what it's going to be. No, let me see, what is it called? Y'all forgive me in a minute. Somebody's going to get it before I do. Y'all expect me to remember this stuff. Tales from the Stars, Invaders from Beyond. It's a public challenge. It's called a public challenge. Tales from the Stars, Invaders from Beyond. So whatever that is, there you go. Aliens and Christmas go together. Yeah, it's called a public challenge. It's not an event. It's called a public challenge. We talked about this several weeks ago. We've had a few public challenges, and this is kind of what makes me not as excited. One public challenge was when we had to kill all the Scorched and the Scorched Beast. Remember that? There was a running counter on how many was killed with the community. Then, right before Steel Dawn and Steel Rain, there was a public challenge of collecting concrete and collecting steel and collecting. Do you remember all that? That was a public challenge. So what I'm thinking it's going to be is the world is going to be invaded with probably more Flatwoods monsters, and I hope Zetans. I hope Mothership Zeta is going to come down and invade. And the public challenge is going to be us going out and finding them, and then it's going to be a count of how many we get. But I hope at least there's some really cool interactions that we can have with them. But I hope it's the Zetans and Mothership Zeta that comes down. I hope it's not just Flatwoods monsters. I really hope, because Mothership Zeta, yeah, Zayton is in the game file, but y'all don't realize it. Well, I hope y'all do. If y'all pay attention to my channel at all, y'all know that Mothership Zeta is tied to Vault 76. They're hand in hand. And y'all can go way back in my channel and find this. But the inspector, the Vault Tech inspector that went out to Vault 76 before it was open, after it was built, when it was first built, the inspector that went out to look at Vault 76 was abducted by Mothership Zeta. Now that was in Fallout 3, okay? You will actually find that if you play Mothership Zeta in Fallout 3's DLC, you will find that holotape in Mothership Zeta about the Vault 76, the Vault Tech inspector of Vault 76. Isn't that crazy? All the way back in Fallout 3, you'll find that. So Fallout 3 and Fallout 76 are connected. Mothership Zeta and Vault 76 are connected. So Mothership Zeta is right. I mean, it's here. It's circling up there somewhere. We know it is. And if those guys know the lore, and you know they do, you know Jeff Garner did because he worked on Fallout 3. And you know some of them guys know that lore as well as we do. Surely they do. Then they know that Mothership Zeta is up there. It is up there while we're playing Fallout 76. And like Kane says, that it's been there since 76 first launched. Yes. So would it not be great? Would it not be a great Christmas present if we actually get to see Mothership Zeta? We actually get to see it with our own eyes. Would that not be great? Now that's exciting. I hope it's more than just running down some aliens. I think that's what it's going to be, but I hope it's a little bit more than that. But you think about it, if Mothership Zeta does come and the Zetans invade, wouldn't that be the thing that the overseer and the settlers and the raiders and whoever you're aligned with would say, we got to take care of these aliens, they've invaded. So that would be a challenge to go get them, round them up. That's what I see. I see it as a perfect way to blend the lore in, and it blends all the way back to Fallout 3. Darren says, remember the video I got from my brother about the thing that flew across the sky? Were there any more sightings? Yes, I saw it. I made a video on it. And y'all remember that? I made a video on it. I saw the thing, and you can still, every once in a while, yes, it still happens. But now I think it's smaller. I would think it would be a one-man ship, like a scout ship. I don't think it's Mothership Zeta. I think these are scout ships that we're seeing. But yes, every once in a while, I still see it. If y'all will keep your eyes out, especially, there you go. Kane says it's a very rare random encounter. If y'all will keep your eyes open, I see it a lot of times around Grafton, around the prison, which of course is very close to Grafton, but around in that area, you will see this thing streak across the sky, and it's not a rocket. It is clear. It clearly looks like the ship from Fallout 4. It's just not falling. It's streaking across the sky. Jim says he's seen them too. So yes, that's been there since way back in the game. I made that video a long, long time ago. What's your theory, Kane? If you don't mind giving it. Uh, he is a Zayton, Ivan. The Flatwoods monster is a Zayton. He's a Zayton in a suit. You can actually look. He is a Zayton in that suit. So yes, I think he is. I think we're going to learn. I believe we're going to learn that the Flatwoods monster is a scout that was sent from Mothership Zeta to scout, and they had these little suits that they could disappear in and all this. But yeah, I think they were scouts. Kane says, I think that is the crashed spaceship that we find in Fallout 3. Wasn't the lore around the radio telescopes? What do y'all think about my theory that the Flatwoods monster is a scout, is a scout from Mothership Zeta? What y'all think? Maybe he needs a suit because of gravity. Well, I mean, you can see that he is, and y'all can go back to my video. This is a long time ago too. I made a video, the true identity of the Grafton, the Flatwoods monster. Y'all go back and watch it, like it 3 times. It needs some views, but it's really cool. I mean, it's definitively, there's no doubt. Not only you can look through the helmet and see him, but there's no doubt, even lore wise in the game, he is the Flatwoods monster. Newcomb says, I think it's one of Vault-Tech's experiments. It could be, but I mean, it's the Zaytons. He is a Zayton. We may actually learn more about. The good thing is, hopefully, we're going to learn more about Mothership Zeta through Fallout 76. That is what's so cool. Kane says, I wonder though if the Enclave has something to do with the Flatwoods monster. That's interesting too. Yeah. Instead of Vault-Tec, the Enclave. That makes sense. The Nana Gamer says, killed Flatwood monster many times. He's alien, but not sure if they'll have him from the mothership. You can take the next time you kill the Flatwoods monster, you can take your camera mode, not the camera itself, but the camera mode, and you can take it and pass through the helmet. And when you go through the helmet, you can see it's a Zayton. And you've probably seen pictures. You can probably see pictures online where people have taken a picture like that. It's a little Zayton. In fact, he's even got little legs. He's in the suit. He's got little legs and little arms. The Enclave broke his little leg, so he's using a wheelchair. That's right. Well, guys, this is what I hope. I hope. I hope Bethesda does something really great with this alien event. It could be really cheesy, that all we're doing is going and killing Flatwoods monsters, or it could be really, really great. They have a chance to really dig into the lore and make something really great. And I'm really hoping they do it. Kane says, remember, we did find dead Zetans under the relay tower we go to during Steel Dawn. Yes, that's right. That is absolutely right. I forgot about that. In the Enclave building, there are dead aliens. Yes. The Nana Gamer says, I have to try that. Sadly, I don't see him much these days. Um, if y'all remember, in the Enclave bunker, the big Enclave bunker that you go down into, there is a door that you can see. There's a crack in the door, and again, you can use your camera mode to go through the door, and back in that room, there is it two, Kane? I can't remember right now. I think it's two dead Zetans. They're not Flatwood 3. Thank you. They're not Flatwoods monsters. They look just like Fallout 4 or Fallout 3. Uh, it was the first part of Steel Dawn, the actual first part where you're in the forest and you take that elevator down in the Enclave's bunker. I had forgotten all about that. Absolutely. So yes, they are definitely hinting that these things are around and have been around. So please, Bethesda, please get Mothership Zeta involved. Make it be a huge, dynamic, big reveal, and wrap all this Fallout 3 and Fallout 76 up into a bow. That would be so great. Yep. That's exciting to me when they write it right and do it right, and they've been given these little hints, and I'm so glad you reminded me of that, Kane. Yes, so glad. That was really good. I need to do another Alien video. I need to do a part 2 uh, because I know it's coming. You know it's coming. That's great. Demar says 76 still isn't getting enough manpower and resources, in my opinion. Well, and that's what I said. We're going to see. I'm not going to judge it yet. This year, I think, was very slack, but I'm going to give them a break because of COVID. I know it had an effect, and we're still feeling the effects of that. Okay. I want to see what the next year's roadmap looks like. I'm not going to say that until I see the next year's roadmap. Because if you remember the year before this, there was a lot. We had the Sheep Squatch. We had a lot of really good content. Wastelanders. Man, they did some magnificent stuff. So we'll just see. The Nana Gamer says I'll have to check it out. I really hope they give us a decent quest line with this one that lasts a while. I guess I do too. DeMarco Dude says, how long do you think 76 will keep getting big content updates? Oh, I hate that you bring that up right at the last, because DeMarco Dude, that is a big question, and that could be a whole podcast. With Jeff Garner leaving, I'm gonna tell you guys, it's all up to Microsoft. And we talked about this the other day during my live stream. We know that Bethesda wanted it to go 10 years. And as long as Bethesda's got a hold of it and could do what they want, it's going to keep getting big updates for, I believe, 7 more years, then would be what it would be. But Microsoft has the power to say it's not doing enough for the amount of manpower you're putting into it. And we don't know how much they're spending on it and how much they're making. We just don't know. I mean, we know there's a lot of gripers and complainers out there. I know Fallout First is very, uh, it's been very successful, even though a lot of people's griped about it. It's been very financially successful. The Atomic Shop's been pretty successful, but I don't think they found out very quickly they can't pay for the game with the Atomic Shop. That's why they had to do Fallout first. But to answer your question, DeMarco, dude, it's up to Microsoft. As long as Microsoft will let Bethesda do it, I believe Bethesda wants to do it. Just like Jim saying, I believe that Bethesda wants 76 to be an ESO. You know, ESO has become the biggest MMO out there. It's become the most successful MMO out there for the past 4 years at least. And I think they see 76 just starting to get on its feet where it can roll like that. But it's if Microsoft will let them. And I sure hope they do. I sure hope they do. They can't do it with years like this year. But again, I'm giving them this year because of COVID. So, and yes, ESO had a very rocky start. I was there at the very beginning. I absolutely was. Well, guys, I cannot believe we are out of time. In fact, we are 10 minutes over, but it has been such a great conversation today with you guys. I love the KingCast because I get to talk to all y'all. I'm going to remind you again, go check out DeMarco Dude's channel. Go check out his video on Deathloop if y'all want to learn more about it. I also need to mention as well, Kane, my good friend, has a good channel as well. Y'all go check his channel out. He just put out a new video as well. You can find him by his name right there. I appreciate both of you guys being on here. And by the way, I appreciate all y'all being on here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the super chats. I got over halfway there to getting Deathloop. Thank y'all. And one last thing, if I feel like it, and I think I'm going to, y'all keep your eyes out. I might even do a live stream in just a little bit. Maybe Fallout 76, maybe even Skyrim or something. Who knows? Y'all keep your eye out. But with that, y'all have a great rest of your Saturday. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm about to watch the Hogs. Never mind. Woo, pig suey. Remember that. Y'all have a great rest of your Saturday night. And if the Lord gives us tomorrow, have a blessed Sunday. Goodbye, everybody.